and kicking it off early. We're not even going to hit the timer. Too much stuff to do, you know what I mean? Too many things going on. Too many things to say. Too much stuff to try to get accomplished. So, let's go ahead and get the goal set up here real quick. One of these days, we're going to hit this goal again. And I'm going to have to do a deep dive on a podcast. And that is going to be something for another day. Maybe today, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? What is going on? Jacob, welcome to the stream, brother. Sam, welcome to the stream. Jameson Emerald, welcome. Frost Freeman, welcome to the stream. And El Grande Briticano, yeah, that's right. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Miguel, my man? What is happening? Tonight, we have the Queen of the Ring. We did the King of the Ring, and now we are going to have the Queen of the Ring. And it wouldn't be a Totes Magoat stream without my stuff jacket up. You know what I mean? Like, that one says it's on. This one does not. This one's like, hey, we're not on. We're not going to do it. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Let's move that around. Let's do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's go in here. Let me do a quick thingamajigger. Yeah, let's, we hit this button. We hit that button. It is so weird. You go through, like, the thing that I updated had nothing to do with this. It has to do with my tower. I update my tower, and then the next thing you know, this whole thing broke. So I fixed what I thought I fixed everything, and then when you hit the live button, you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, we're not going to let you get away with that. Luckily, I know a guy who knows a guy who could probably fix this real quick. Just go in here, do this. Let's call this right here. Let's add that source. Let's go in here and then see if we can't trick it. What if I trick this one? That one's on too, so I don't even know. What if I went in and I did this one? Okay, getting nowhere. Getting absolutely nowhere with this. If I turn that on, yeah, that's working. Working as intended. What if I turned this on? Would that fix everything? Would everything be better then? No. Nah. All right, whatever. Moving on. We got bigger fish to fry anyway. As long as we can see what is going on the screen, that is all that matters. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. 4 amazing matches tonight, all leading to the crowning of the Queen of the Ring. What is going on, Jamar? Welcome to the stream. So Penny and TJones, and this is Penny's, like, if you've watched some other things, you've seen her, but this is her official debut here in Season 7. So is she going to be able to stand up to TJ? TJ's been on a roll, stopping Melinda's streak for the United States title, doing some other stuff, but can she become the Queen of the Ring here tonight?
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dudley, England,
One of my favorite entrances. You want to talk about some stuff that happens? Watch this. Watch that. Like everything perfectly timed in Penny's entrance. She's turning lights on. She is turning them back off. Doing all kinds of craziness. But a brand new look for Penny this year. So is she going to be able to take that look and kind of roll it into something bigger? That is what we're about to find out.
And her opponent from Orangeburg, South Carolina, the Tornado, TJones.
And here we go, getting off to a quick start right away. Obviously, we figured out I kind of fixed the camera, I think. I don't know. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. A little bit off right there, and bam! Right back on. But these two ladies, not any love lost between them. They have been wrestling each other for quite some time. So just like yesterday, we are going to see some places where we have some of the vets, obviously these two, and we're going to have some of the newcomers. Now, one very interesting thing that we did find out is if you are actively assigned to the tag team division, you are not eligible to participate in the King or Queen of the Ring. So anybody holding tag team titles right now, I can't even manipulate the system. Unable to put them in. There's only one person I really wanted to put in. Instead, Nikkita Walters taking her place, but that was about to be Repentia. Repentia unable, not eligible to participate this year in the Queen of the Ring. And who knows what she does this year. Maybe she goes on, wins a world title, and never gets to participate in the Queen of the Ring. But these two ladies right here, you would almost suspect that one of these two would want a title. If I had to put money on it and you said, hey, did Penny or TJones ever win a world title? I would have said yes, and I would have been wrong. Yeah, well, you look at the King and the Queen of the Ring, it's not about who's best. It's about the next tier of wrestlers. Can they step up? The next tier of singles wrestlers, can they step up and take that spotlight? That's kind of what it has been about. But you can see right here, right in the center of the ring, referee understanding exactly where the camera's at and making sure that she stays in the way. Hats off to our referees. Always staying in the way. Oh, and look at that, coming up short. Absolutely missing the target. And TJones, if you remember, TJ is the one that has the golden sledgehammer. That is that top rope DDT maneuver where she can hit you off the top of the rope. One of the most devastating moves we have ever seen in the TCW. Penny, though, trying to use it, and Penny's got quite the move herself. If you've never seen it, it is called the penny dropper, and it will end your night also with a quickness. And right there, you got to be watching, because if TJ gets you kind of close, I would say within a quarter of the ring away from a corner, you're eligible to be getting a golden sledgehammer. You're eligible to have your night over that fast. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification, don't go anytime we go live, and share the video. All that stuff I just said is free for the entire month of May. So go ahead and hit those free buttons. If you dislike the video, definitely give it 2 thumbs up, or 2 thumbs down. Hit the thumbs down twice. Really show how much you don't like it. And so far in this match, every time Penny starts to get something turned around, every time Penny starts to get something going, TJones gets other things turned around, and she gets her own stuff going. So really, she has done a good job in really all of Season 7, but done a great job controlling the ring, and that is probably why she has seen so much success here in the early going. And look at that. Penny still able to kick out. Now starting to let it fly. I think she's starting to realize she has got to start putting it on TJones, or TJ will get things going. So why she's got this going, she really laid back, and it's hard to tell, but Penny, smaller than TJ, so not quite as powerful. So she has really got to lay into it where she can lay into it. Try to generate that power, generate that speed. And I believe, too, not only the first time most of you are seeing Penny, but probably also the first time you're seeing TJ with her brand new face scan. We went through, we saw a lot of stuff, and some of the face scans were used twice. The face is so nice, I used them twice, so we went through and unused them in some of the people, just to even further, and it was hard to tell. There was only one that you could kind of tell, but we still didn't want it going down that way. And you can see right now Penny, and this really speaks to the power of TJones, but Penny bleeding right there out the left side of her face. Oh, now look, she's getting ready to do something. Oh! Not ready for that, and that is TJ's finisher, but look at how fast Penny finds a way to at least get back to her feet to prevent the pinfall. So if she's not going off the top, that is another way she does it, and watch out! Oopsie-daisies, it is the penny dropper! Did she just come in and sneak this win? 1, 2, and somehow TJones kicking out of the penny dropper. I'm telling you what, Frankie Two Fingers here, but had I seen a wrestler doing the crazy things to me like that, I don't know, I'd be like, hey, ref, can we get a drug test on this person right over here? They're doing the crazies, you know what I mean? Doing some kind of crazy dance, but Penny using this to her advantage, maybe getting in TJ's head, but look at this. Both women want to prove how good they are on the outside of the ring, and back and forth they go. Where they stop, well, we're all about to know. We're about to find out, you know what I mean? We'll find out today. That's right, we will find out here in a little bit. And remember, we have seen it in other places where maybe it is a rule in wrestling, but maybe people didn't quite understand. You can absolutely win matches on countouts. Just the belt cannot change hands. So think about that. If the belt is in nobody's hand, you can still win that belt on a countout. Just like you can win the King and Queen of the Ring on countouts. Like you can win your matches and then end up skirting the rules and finding a way to become the King or Queen of the Ring. Now, hats off to Dubs. We already know Dubs putting on a hell of a show yesterday. Putting on some big-time matches, the 3 top matches in the entire tournament, and coming away with the Queen of the Ring victory. Penny trying to hit it right here, trying to hit it again. Penny dropper for a second time, and we have never seen anybody kick out of 2. And we still haven't seen it. Penny getting the win here in her debut of Season 7.
Here is your winner,
And that's the funny thing about some of these streaks. You know, you look at some of the different wrestling streaks that are out there, some of the different stuff that goes on, and all of a sudden, like, you're on another level. You're hot, things are happening, and then all of a sudden, bam. But don't be fooled. That was a heck of a match right there. Penny absolutely paying the price. And look at that. Earning a 4-star match in a one-on-one match. I mean, that is big time. You get a 3.5-star match, like in a singles match, you're doing very well for yourself. So getting the 4s, getting the 4.5 and the 5s, like that is Papa big time, you know what I mean? Papa huge time. If you know what movie that's from. Yeah, no telling who probably did it first. I know she's been around doing it for about 7 years. Like, we're on the 7th year of it. But it comes down to some things. We see some people using some moves that maybe somebody else uses, and one person uses it more effectively than the other. So there's no telling, you know what I mean, at the end of the day.
Making her way to the ring from seasonal residencies, the Extreme Vanessa Levey.
Identity thief. Up huge time. Vanessa Levey, though, however, making her way down to the ring right now. Getting ready to get this thing started. Now, we talked about it quite a bit. Vanessa comes in really quickly, ends up winning. Really quickly ends up winning the United States title. Doesn't hold on to it for long, kind of falls off a little bit. But then she's had her peaks and valleys, but always moving up towards the top. Can she continue that climb here tonight?
And her opponent, representing the Outlaws from Chesapeake, Virginia, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
Rebecca Dawn. Huge stuff going on in the world with Becky this year so far. You saw at the end of last year, ends up winning the Junior Women's World title belt now, really. And she has been up wrestling TCW for quite some time, but becoming that first Junior World Champion, kind of showing the ladies, hey, this is how we get it done. And now, trying to take that next step. Can she do it here tonight? Can she win the Queen of the Ring? Kind of been like a trailblazer as of late. Brand new rules to win the King and Queen of the Ring now every year. Can she be the first under the new set of rules to do it? And you saw both ladies kind of cautiously walking out. Both kind of cautiously walking out And look at this, quick pin right off the bat. Vanessa, though, able to kick out. And right back into it. So we see this from time to time, where it started out, she wanted to show her technical prowess, and then finally Vanessa's like, no, let's just see who's the strongest one. Let's see who's got the strength in this one. Does that, picks her up, huge slam right there. And Vanessa working with one of the wrestling coaches in the back, same one Miguel has been working with. And both those wrestlers working with this wrestling coach. And it used to be Melinda worked with that same coach and then got on this massive roll. Can these two wrestlers do the same? Rebecca, though, getting it turned back around, and you got to remember, even though things may be happening in the ring, it's not like Becky hasn't seen it before. She has probably been there and done that. She has also been around for about 6 years. Pretty sure she got here in season 2. So, very seasoned wrestler. Knows what she is doing. But sometimes, you know, you look at some of the young blood coming in. Vanessa coming in to the universe last year. And sometimes, you know, that young blood gets in here. The adrenaline gets going. And sometimes that can trump the experience. Sometimes the experience can find a way to break that down, and sometimes it cannot. Vanessa all kinds of fired up right now. Becky back to her feet. Oh, went just a little bit off the first time, but not off on her timing the second time, delivering that elbow now. And really attacking kind of the arms of Becky. Becky rolling out of the ring, waiting on her though. Picking her up, trying to even the score, trying to get back. At least say even so she can maybe start taking the lead in this match. And we know that the outside of the match is the great equalizer. The outside of the ring, the great equalizer. Also added 3 more pay-per-views to the docket. Kind of got them scheduled up, scheduled in. So really starting to fill out how things will be running in the universe. And you can see that big 360 spin around elbow maneuver. Becky, though, able still to kick out in 2. And the winner of this match, I am pretty sure, will go on, if it keeps to the same format, should go on to be facing Penny in the next round. So either Vanessa Levey or Rebecca Dawn will be facing off. What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the Queen of the Ring. The Queen is going to be crowned tonight. We already saw Andrew Dubbs crown the King of the Ring. And that might be too, you know, we look back at what happened last night on the men's side, and that might be exactly what Dubbs is needed. And look, it looks like she is getting ready, maybe trying to put the finishing kiboshes on. But speaking of kibosh, just got kiboshed upside her head. She took a kibosh upside her head. Oh, Becky, that is a huge slam right there. This might be it. 1, 2. And this feels like it's going to come down to the first one of these ladies to make a mistake is going to lose this match. And look, one big old kibosh deserves another. And another. Now Vanessa trying to put her away right here. Can she do it? No! Becky grabs the leg, takes her down. Single leg takedown, taking it back. 2. And a 2 count already. But Vanessa able to kick out in 2. Looked like Vanessa might have had the win right there. Becky going for that elbow again. And look at that. This time she pulled back, but not to her own avail. 1, 2, 3. And Rebecca Dawn looks like she could be going on to face Penny.
Here is your winner, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
But you want to talk about some great matches already. You know, we say it quite a bit. Best women's division in all of wrestling. And these ladies here tonight with their very own show for the first time ever. Their own show. 2 matches, 2 4-star matches to kick off the evening. Can the next pair of ladies keep that going? Holy Moses. Already, and it's almost like, you know, they're like, hey, we will outperform the men, but not even that. They want to outperform everybody in the universe, so we will see what happens, but we should have Penny and Rebecca facing off in round 2, but now Nikkita Walters and Alacran will be facing off in this one. Brand new tattoos, brand new look for Nikkita Walters, brand new look and tattoos for Alacran. Should be a great match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the other side of darkness, Nikkita Walters.
Now it's crazy. Minus the name, you wouldn't even understand. Nikkita Walters is the sister of Wade Moore Walters, the second and third largest guys, Brutus Walters, in our universe mode. But then you look at Nikkita and you're like, okay, I see where all the size went. There wasn't anything left over when Nikkita was ready. You know what I mean? But then you look at maybe the attitude, and she definitely got a lot of the attitude. Ricky! So this is another one of those things. Saw her taking some steps in season 5, kind of saw her taking some steps, but then ended up getting buried on the card because of all the new talent that came in. Getting her shot from management here tonight to prove that she shouldn't have got buried.
And her opponent, representing the toxic table from the wasteland, the Scorpion.
Alacran, kind of the same thing, a little bit different situation. Just starting to get started at the end of season 6. But again, because of all the other talent that had come, kind of got buried on the cards. Alacran, one of the biggest reasons I wanted to have the TWC formed, have our developmental show formed, so that we always made sure we had room for people maybe without a storyline or people just joining the universe to get her going. But both these ladies, even though maybe different experience levels, very similar outcomes as of last year, and now facing each other in the ring, which one of them is going to want it more? That's what it's going to come down to, the want to. Do you want it more? Do you want it more than your opponent does? Management giving these ladies a shot here tonight, and then they got a lot to live up for in these first two matches. First two matches, 4-star matches. I don't even think that's ever happened in any of our shows, especially when you're looking at one-on-one type matches. But we know the ladies constantly putting on bangers and making no mistake about that here tonight. And see, this is a funny thing. I would have guessed in a technical wrestling bout that Nikkita would have had the edge. Alacran, though, coming out on top. And in a test of strength, I would have thought that Alacran would have came out on top, but Nikkita instead, the one coming out on top, maybe proving that, yeah, her brother's got the size, but they didn't get all the muscle. You know what I mean? And then the Scorpion, very, very calculating up to this point. Getting another shot at it again. Are they going to go technical wrestling? Are they going to go strength? And again, Nikkita coming out on top of the strength fight. The strength battle. And that might even be a little bit shocking to Alacran as well. Already down to it tonight. Should not have any issues with phone calls. Took care of all the phone calls we needed to take care of before going live here tonight. Now, the other thing, we've been going back. We're only 2 episodes. This will be 3 episodes behind. Maybe we'll have it done by tonight, though. Making sure all the chapters are ready to go. And look at that off the top rope. Alacran pulling the same move, but in the ring. Nikkita missing, Alacran hitting, but Nikkita back on top and hitting her with, you look at those boots she's wearing. Those boots were made for kicking, and that's just what she'll do. And right now in the center of the ring, those boots are going to kick all over you. Name that tune, even though I changed the words. And Nikkita right now, we talked about the want to. Nikkita starting to prove who wants it more, but look at this. Alacran using the strategy of the Scorpion, and now looking like she might have got split open underneath that mask, which what kind of power would that take to split somebody open underneath a mask like that? But is that the thing that just pissed off Alacran? Is that the thing right there where Alacran's like, no ma'am, not having it, we're getting out, I got my own kicking boots and we're about to do some of our own kicking. Knee right to the face, buckled the knees of Nikkita. And oh, getting the 2 count. And Nikkita now fighting back, but look at Alacran. I'm telling you, ever since she got busted open, we can't prove or disprove that, but I think I saw a little bit of the blood coming out. Now starting to use the ring as her playground like the Scorpion typically does, but gets out of the way. I don't know. I thought she was going up top. If Frankie Two Fingers was in the ring, I don't know that I would have known to get out of the way yet. I would have looked up and took that spear right to the old belly. I would have took it right in the old belly bone, you know what I mean? The shoulder bone's connected to the belly bone. That's what would have happened in our case. Alacran now fighting back, but she had to be a little bit shocked about what happened in that move. And it looks like Alacran wanted to take it up to the top rope, unable to do it. Instead, going Oh, thought she was going to power bomb her. Nikkita not having that, though. And Nikkita now delivering the feet again. And every time she gets going with them feet, bad things happen for her opponent. Oh, look at that. Alacran, though, is like, I'm not going down. I'm staying on my feet. She managed to do it. Nikkita getting out of the way, whipping her into the ropes, and taking a knee to the face for her troubles. And look, I'm starting to think these ladies might be putting on another, at least 4-star match. So the ladies with probably, you would think the most, like some of the most experienced, but really not a lot of ring experience. Oh, Alacran getting the crowd fired up. Nikkita saying maybe you should have kept wrestling. And it looked like she was trying to get a little bit of separation to do whatever she was about to do, but Nikkita recognizing that, closing the gap, not allowing her to get that separation. And taking 2 feet to the face, call her in the morning. Start calling her Dr. Nikkita Walters. You're being paged to the ring. Dr. Nikkita Walters. You're being paged to the ring. Oh, is she gonna do her dirty? No. The referee said no and gave her a warning. And whoa! Both ladies now split open, trying to take advantage of it, going for the pin. And able to kick out in 2. That is a great strategy by Alacran, knowing that she split her open, knowing what happened, and now backing it up to the corner. What is she about to do here? Calling for the elbow, misses it, takes an elbow in the back, and Rot-Row SpaghettiOs. This might be it. Did Nikkita just make a comeback? No! Look at the face of Nikkita. She cannot believe it. And now more than pissed off. But looking like she's keeping her head. Oh! Oh! What a way to win the match, all nonchalant. Won it.
Winner, Nikkita Walters.
Wins it in the whatevs position. Does the old whatevs pin. But that should show you exactly how worn out these two ladies really were. All kinds of fired up. And remember, there are more matches to win, so you win a match, but in this case, you got to say, look at that, 4.5 stars. I'm saying you're winning, but you're winning at what cost? At what cost did you just win that match? It's to the point where I want to see if they'll show it. We're going to just really quick, the old whatevs pin. Wowzers. We have seen a 4-star match, and now a 4.5-star match. Women, I'm just saying, they are proven to the men right now, hey, you want to know where the ratings come from? They come from right here. Now, making her debut here in Season 7, Yuri Walker of the Walker Sisters going to face off against Diamond Santos. Diamond Santos, brand new look, brand new face scan, brand new entrance, brand new a lot of things. Buckle up, Buttercups. Can they continue to do it? Can they keep it rolling? I'm telling you, round one for the women, round one for the queens.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Queens, New York, Diamond Santos.
But round one for the queens of the ring. I mean, these ladies are proving it right here. Have they been overlooked? Again, the top tier ladies not in these matches. The second, third, fourth tier ladies in this match, all of them trying to prove something, and they are proving it. Win or lose right now, they are proving it. But Diamond Santos, will she be able to get things going again? Will Yuri be able to pick up where she left off and get her season 7 off to a bang?
And her opponent from Kyoto, Japan, the Pitbull Walker.
So Yuri Walker making her way down to the ring. Her sisters have seen a lot of success here as of late, winning some TCW Special Series title belts, Samantha winning the television title, and really kind of the scary thing about all of it, Yuri Walker is really the one, right? She's really the one in singles matches that you got to watch out for. Can she prove it here tonight? Can she prove it here in this match? She is definitely giving up size to Diamond Santos, but never stopped her before. Will it stop her here tonight? Look, already talking smack to Diamond. Diamond coming out slow. Yuri getting her paws on her, saying, hey, let's just see. And Diamond Santos showing her that, hey, no, in the strength department, I'm going to have your number here tonight. Can she have it in the technical department as well? Goes for a quick pin. Yuri, though, not having it. Yuri going for the quick pin. And Diamond really showing the strength, going old school style right there. Yuri trying to get some separation, but Diamond Santos right back on top of her, not allowing her to do it. And now Yuri showing Diamond, hey, not only do I have a little bit of strength as well, but I also got that technical skill. And now back and forth they go. So both getting a shot at each other to do the technical stuff, to show the strength, and now Yuri just letting it go, letting the hands go, letting the feet go, and letting the knees go. Which knees, you might ask? The bee's knees. That's which knees. And this is going to be one of those things that, and we have seen it before, Yuri can take your best shot. But Diamond Santos has quite a powerful shot. So, I don't know how many of those mud stomping she is really wanting to take. And really don't know what Yuri's strategy is coming into this, but I would think, regardless of the strategy, you're starting to see Diamond Santos just going after it, getting after it as fast as she can go. Can Yuri find a way to use that against her, or is it going to be overwhelming? Is it going to be something that maybe Diamond didn't show in her previous matches that she's showing here tonight? Now maybe she catches Yuri off guard. No, Yuri now turning things back around, now going after Diamond with a vengeance. And look, she saw Diamond start to reverse that stuff. Yuri backs it up a little bit and then puts herself in a better position, and now trying to get the power to go after her, but Diamond able to turn that back around. Huge shotgun blast right there. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. And that should show you exactly how powerful Diamond Santos is. Diamond setting up for it, trying to put the finisher in. Yuri, though, not having it, twisting the knee, bringing her down. Oh, thought she was going to take it over the top ropes. Instead, getting Diamond on the outside of this ring and really using the outside as the great equalizer it is. Trying to make up the ground right now on Diamond Santos. Only a 10 count in the matches here tonight, not the 20 counts. A lot of the matches, though, moving forward in the next things will all be 20 counts. We've got a lot of really cool matches that we just got done making. We got some cage style matches, did a lot of testing, some extensive testing on that. So we'll see how that goes. We've got a pay-per-view, and I'll show you some of the pay-per-views coming up that we got going on. But one is called Rage in the Cage, and every match will be in a cage match. Let me see if I can make that happen. I just can't do it on the stream that way. Rolls it up, 2, and again, able to kick it out in 2. Oh! I was going to say, what just happened? We were talking about Diamond Santos doing the thing. And Yuri turned it around with a quickness, almost getting the win right there. Just went, kicked it. Has her up, and that might be it. That might be more than anybody could take. And Diamond Santos coming out with the victory.
Here is your winner, Diamond Santos.
What a great match that was. I mean, a lot of stuff going back and forth. Not really sure who was going to come out on top of that, but Diamond Santos coming out on top. And look, almost another 4, but from a 4 to a 4 to a 4.5, now a 3.5. They're averaging 4 stars all the way through so far. But that gets us through the first round. Let's see if it's set up the way it was. I can't do that. And it is set up exactly how we thought it was. So Penny is going to be facing off against Rebecca. Diamond Santos facing off against Nikkita Walters. The winner of this match will go on to the finals.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dudley, England,
Again, one of the greatest entrances, I'm just telling you, when you look at not just the pyro work, but you also look at the light work, just amazing. If this thing would just allow me to do it on my phone, I'd be fine.
and her opponent, representing the Outlaws from Chesapeake, Virginia, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
And it's crazy, you know, the matches all four of these ladies have been in, and look at Rebecca, just happy-go-lucky as can be. Can't even believe it's going on. Trying to get the thing. I think if you send it now, I can see it. Trying this from my phone. And match already underway, and just like it's been going in the rest of the matches, but Penny's like, look, I'm not having it on your terms. I'm going to have it on my own terms. So hooking up with her right there. And Rebecca returning the favor. And look at this. We saw her doing this earlier. Getting in the head of TJones. Is that going to work with Becky? Don't know if it's going to work or not, but that big clothesline there is going to work. Now remember, all four of these ladies already been in absolutely brutal matches. Penny doing it again. Becky started to watch on, and look at that. Penny almost seeming like she is a woman on a mission right now, really wanting to get the best of what she is doing. Yeah, cage matches are fixed. Cage matches are fixed. Yeah, I went through, created my own custom cage matches, tested them out. They are good to go. Now, this is just one of those things where I think Penny may be slowing down the pace a little bit. Becky, like, trying to block it. Oh, blocking the body, but look at Becky. She says, no, ma'am. Come and get some of that. And Becky didn't realize it, but that kick split her open. You can see the blood running right down the front of her face. And a 2 count. That blood really starting to come down a lot more now. She is going to want to make sure. Referee, we know the referee is keeping an eye on it, but can she in the match right now? Picking up Penny. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And somehow Penny kicking out in like 2 78/100ths. Going after it again, picks her up, back down, and this might be it. I don't think you can kick out of it twice. The move's so nice. She did it twice, and she kicked out of it twice. Penny now fighting back, and can she find a way to hit the penny dropper? Becky obviously knows. She has seen Penny wrestle for quite some time, so she knows what is at stake right there, making sure that no pennies get dropped in this match. Gets back to her feet, now taking it up to that second rope. Double axe handle, but misses. Recovers in time, whips her into the ropes. And Penny stops that drop kick right there. And Rockrow, goes into the corner. Penny taking the low road right there. And look, I'm not saying that it's above her, but the Scream Queen right there.
It's so simple, just pin them,
Trying to do whatever she can to get her into it, but Becky doing a phenomenal job of not letting her do it. And as long as she doesn't let her put her in the penny dropper, she has got a shot. But I'm telling you right now, at this point in the match, if that penny dropper comes out, if any pennies get dropped, and it's going to be all over but the crying. And Becky still now going to try to get her out and away. And Penny again turning it back around. Now whipping her into the... whips her over the ropes. Very smart move on Becky's part. Penny tried to whip her into the ropes. Tried to set up the penny dropper. But Becky goes over those top ropes, not having it. And what a great match this is. I mean, I feel like this is the 5th match. We've said it about every single match. If you didn't believe before that the women put on the best matches, defend yourself. Get in the chat right now and you tell me why you think that's not right. If the TCW doesn't have the best women's division in all of YouTube, you get on there, you show me the proof. I've got 214 episodes that say you're wrong. And look, that's not a knock on anybody else's, to be fair. We've got so many people that come and it always elevates it. It always takes it to one more level, to one more level, to one more level. referee getting involved in the match right there, jacking things up. Penny now trying to go in, trying to get maybe a submission, wrenching on that leg a little bit. Finally, Becky's like, get off of me. Whips her into the corner, walks it up, tries to end it. Penny stops one, but does not stop the other. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, 3, and Rebecca comes away with a huge victory.
Here is your winner, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
Look at the absolute punishment. You see the bruising on the body. You can see the bruising on the legs. You can see the blood running down the face. I mean, I think the only thing nope, left leg also. You can see the bruising on the left leg. And another 4-star banger right there. Buckle up, Buttercup. These women are like, hey, this is going to be the greatest Queen of the Ring tournament ever. The highest rated. You can put a period right behind that sentence. But now Nikkita Walters and Diamond Santos vying for the final spot to see who will become the next Queen of the Ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the other side of darkness, Nikkita Walters.
I'm telling you what, too, I'm excited to get through all this because a lot of story stuff to get to. A lot of things going to be happening in the very next Monday Night Meltdown. It is going to be another level of what the hell just happened. I can guarantee you that. And to get to see some of the people we have been doing some tweaks on, doing some things, trying to get them to wrestle the way we need them to wrestle. So very excited to see some of that as well. You know, you look at the beginning of the night and I tell you Penny's in, TJones is in, Vanessa, Rebecca, Yuri, you know what I mean? I tell you these wrestlers are in, and then you come down to it. Now we got Diamond Santos, Alacran, and Becky. The final 3 wrestlers in the tournament. Becky already advancing to the final. Can she become the Queen of the Ring again? She has been in season 7 the trendsetter. She has been the pathway maker.
And her opponent from Queens, New York, Diamond Santos.
Now it's funny because we have heard the rumors about Diamond Santos possibly being involved in something, possibly a cartel, possibly something else, but nefarious activities nonetheless, possibly even being the leader, like we don't know, but we have been hearing the rumors. And now, coming out to the ring, starting to dress like maybe she is playing that role. Starting to wrestle like maybe she is exactly in that role. Now you look, again, we're back to this thing. Obviously, Diamond Santos, the largest female wrestler in this tournament. Not our largest female wrestler, and not by a long shot, but in this tournament she is. Will her size prove to be too much for Nikkita Walters? Well, doesn't prove it off the first move. Nikkita getting a running start, jumping up and trying to stay in control right now. Oh, look at this. This goes back to the power thing. Nikkita does not look that powerful, but then just backed Diamond Santos up to the ropes, showing her that, yeah, I am in the Walters family. No doubt about it. And that's got to be a scary thing. That has got to be a scary thing for her, because if she's got the speed and she has the power, what is Diamond Santos going to do? She has got to get after her confidence right now and prove that maybe she doesn't have the advantage in every category in this match. Oh, Diamond Santos doing exactly that right now. And you know, wrestlers, they got that, I'll call it the nasty gene, where they get down and dirty and get you. And that's what that move was right there, going after those headbutts while she is laying on the mat. Next thing you know, she's coming over. You're like, what is this lady doing? And then bam, 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 giving you all the headbutts that you can handle. But not one to take that. Oh, pulled a little Trixie on the freaky hobbitses. And trying to get out of it again. Diamond able to kick out. No counts going down anywhere. And again, it goes back like I see them. I see those boots that Nikkita Walters is wearing, and those things have got to hurt. Got a metal sole on the bottom. Like, I don't know if the referee's like, hey, is this legal or is this not legal? But whether it is or not, she's been wrestling with them, and she has been using them. And look, I'm telling you, letting the feet go, and you see the damage that those boots can do. I don't know if we're the only one that notices that they have got metal soles on them, but the referee has not ever called them out. So maybe they're legal, maybe they're not. Who knows? Diamond Santos wisely trying to stay out of the way. I'll take those knife edge drops over Nikkita Walters trying to fly through the air. And now Diamond, will she use the outside of this ring? To kind of even up this score. She is not so far. Nikkita says she knows how to do it. She knows what it means on the outside of the ring. And she is doing just that. Nikkita appealing to the crowd right now, but Diamond unable to get to her feet, but played a little possum of her own. Huge shotgun blast kick. We saw that really turn the tide in the last match. And Nikkita kicking out with not just authority, but with quite a bit of power as well. Oh, again, going back, and you can see bleeding out of that left eye. Don't notice when that happened, but Diamond Santos bleeding again in this match right here. Will she make Nikkita pay for it? No, Nikkita going right after that eye again, knowing exactly where it's at. And taking her face first right back down into the mat. Diamond Santos fighting to get back to her feet. And Nikkita just haymaker that eye. Just going right after it. And now trying to chop down the tree. That is Diamond Santos. 1, And you look at all the things that she has done. You look at everything that she has put into it. And only a 1 count. Are you kidding, Frankie Two Fingers, right now? Oh, that is her finisher, the old pump handle. 1, 2, 3, and Nikkita Walters does what some probably thought was the impossible.
Here is your winner, Nikkita Walters.
Again, at the beginning of the match, I'm putting my money on Diamond Santos. But like I said last season, Nikkita doesn't get a lot of shots in the ring, but when she does get those shots, does unbelievable stuff, comes out on top, and again, proving why she is one of the Walter sisters. And now that brings us down to the final match of the evening. It will be Rebecca Dawn versus Nikkita Walters. The winner will be our brand new 2025 Queen of the Ring. You know, management was talking backstage. I got over here part of that conversation, but they were talking Aussie winning both Queen of the Rings. They almost put her in this match, but it kind of goes against the thing that they wanted to do. So didn't allow her to participate in the match. Maybe it changes in the future, but as of right now, I don't know. Even with Aussie in the way, I don't know that it would be any better than it is. What is going on, Little Tech? Welcome to the Queen of the Ring.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Outlaws from Chesapeake, Virginia, the irresistible force, Rebecca Dawn.
Again, guys, if you're joining us for the first time, you're like, hey, what is going on here? We put on an all-cost show. For the most part, we do have some things where we do wrestle current and former champions during the Wednesday night wars. So that is out there. But as far as the TCW goes, all cause, typically, most of them I make, some of them you make. Very interesting. 98 cause. Like, it is quite the big deal. We create all the wrestling belts. I turn off the announcers. I do the announcing. I write the storylines. And it plays out live in front of all of us. My reactions are genuine. I don't know what's going on any more than you know what's going on. But if that's something you guys are interested in, make sure you hit the like button. Drop a subscribe.
From the other side of darkness, Nikkita Walters.
And turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. All of that stuff I just named is free throughout the entire month of May. So take advantage of free. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe and share. Sharing is probably the biggest thing you can do to help. But we just got done seeing. Now, if this goes anything like the King of the Ring went, Nikkita has the advantage. She just got done in a grueling match with Diamond Santos, but we saw the King of the Ring come right off his victory right into the main event and then find a way to win it. So will Nikkita be able to repeat what the King of the Ring, Andrew Dubs, did last night? We'll find out right now. Yeah, we're going to find out right now. Can she do it? Or will it be the Trailblazer, Rebecca Dawn, Becky herself? Will Becky be the first woman other than Aussie to win the Queen of the Ring? And what's crazy about that, Aussie is her tag team partner. So Aussie wins the first Queen of the Ring. She wins the second one. Becky having a shot here tonight to take her tag partner's place and win the Queen of the Ring. Can she do it, however? don't know, Nikkita Walters, although she looks small, has proven to be one of the strongest wrestlers here this evening. Rebecca, though, like, she is just doing stuff that we haven't seen. Wins the Junior Women's World Championship, the very first one. Recently lost it, but defended it for quite some time. Loses it, comes here to the Queen of the Ring. First time that Aussie hasn't been involved in it, and now trying to win it here right now. Nikkita Walters trying to prove that she should be in more matches, that she should be a bigger part of the shows. When she has been a part of them, she has done phenomenal, but for whatever reason, management and back not giving her the shot she deserves, and now proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that she deserves a shot to see what she can do in the finals for the Queen of the Ring title. Can she finish it off, or will the Trailblazer Becky be the Queen of the Ring for 2025? Huge drop kick right there. Becky trying to call her shot anyway. Nikkita getting back to her feet. Becky moving on in there. Getting ready to take the throat right to that top rope. And then delivering the boots to the midsection. That might be the first time tonight that she's actually hit that elbow. Calling for it again. Will she do it? Thought she was going for her finisher right there. The old pump handle Bex, but she did not. Oh, Nikkita, the sister of the Walters brothers, getting all kinds of pissed off right now. Starting to make the comeback. Can Becky slow this down? The other two ladies haven't been able to slow it down. Becky, look, she's trying to get out of the ring, using those ring ropes to get herself back to her feet. But Nikkita waiting on her now. I don't know that I would want to be with Nikkita on the outside of the ring, but Becky looking like maybe that was her plan all along, to get Nikkita on the outside of the ring. Try to use what we call the great equalizer. Oh no. Nikkita, I think Nikkita got back to her feet faster than Becky thought, but Becky able to stay on top of it. And Nikkita kicking her with those metal-soled boots. And back and forth they go. Look, every time you go to count out either one of these women in either one of their matches, they have proven you wrong. So, great work by the cameraman right there to catch absolutely nothing but the ring post. Oh, that is her finishing move. Goes, hooks the leg. Do we have a new Queen of the Ring? 2. No, we do not. Becky kicking out with authority. Becky trying to turn it around. And both of these women have similar finishing moves. They're not the same move, but similar finishing moves here in the TCW. Only one finishing move allowed per wrestler, and they are unique throughout the universe. Becky now getting her up on her shoulders, walking her somewhere, drops her on the thing, but look, that is, we talk about the outside of the ring being the great equalizer. those metal-soled boots seem to be the great equalizer here tonight. And Nikkita Walters showing you why and how she is the sister of Wade Moore Walters and Brutus Walters. 1, 2, and look at Becky. Becky pulling it off right there, grabbing the ring rope. Unable to kick out, but able to reach for that ring rope. Nikkita Walters so pissed off right now. You can see now she's wrestling mad, but will that come back to bite her in the tuchus? We'll have to wait and see. Becky getting back to her feet. Nikkita getting ready to do it. Drops her right on her scunion. Rolls up the leg, and we have a brand new 2025 Queen of the Ring.
Here is your winner, Nikkita Walters.
I would have lost every bet on the planet that Nikkita Walters would have been the one coming out on top, especially if she's going up against Diamond Santos and then Rebecca Dawn. But proving all the pundits wrong, proving everybody in the back wrong, earning her shot at the next 5 pay-per-views, a shot at a championship belt. Absolutely crazy. This is the first show we've ever had where every single match was above 3.5 stars. 4, 4.5, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 3.5. Absolutely on another level. Congratulations going out to the brand new 2025 Queen of the Ring. Guys, you know there's always bonus footage after this, but let me say this, and I'm going to show you guys the brand new arenas we created. So if you guys are hanging in there with me, you guys are going to get to see things that other people haven't got to see. But before we get to that, guys, remember, while you're out there in the world, make sure that you're showing other people the way. A lot of people talk about, oh, you do nice things for people, blah, 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 whatever. But they don't do it. Be a leader in your own community. That person across from you that is being a dick, maybe they need to be shown the way. Maybe they need to be shown the light. We have let enough people separate us in this world all on our own. We have done a fine job of screwing a lot of things up. And a lot of us don't want to take accountability for it. I'm telling you, and I challenge you, take accountability for your actions and do not let somebody else's actions reflect what your actions are. If you say, I was mean because he was mean, screw you, that's dumb. You know it. You know it. I know it. We both know it. Dumb. I used to do the same thing all the time. I still even do it. It's not the easiest thing not to do, right? Let's be fair. But if you can undo that more often than not, your mental state will be way better, and you will show people the way. You will be the leader in your community, showing them the path back to togetherness, and that is what we need. We don't need to talk about it. All the people that talk about it and don't do it, I got a couple birds for you. I'm sure all of us in this community have a few birds for you. That adds up to a lot of birds. Just saying. Don't use it as an excuse. Get out there, do well in the world. Show each other a little bit of grace. It will go a long way, and maybe that person, when they see what you do, will be able then to go out and pass it on. Pay it forward. Guys, for everybody here at the Totes But Goats Wrestling Network, to all of you out there, I love every single one of you. I even love the ones that aren't subscribed, which is 93% of the people that watch the channel, not subscribed. Making an account, absolutely free. Subscribing, absolutely free if you enjoy what you're doing. If you don't, do not subscribe. Again, it's not about numbers. It's about building a very, very cool community. If you look at what Nightbot is saying in the chat, there is some Discord stuff. There's some other stuff. Join up. Become a part of our community. Get in the Discord. Be a part of a group that you can say whatever you want to say. You can do whatever you want to do. Just be kind. Show other people a little bit of grace. And you're going to see other people that are doing the same thing. Anyway, guys, love all of you guys. Stick around. I'm not going to be on the mic, but I will show you guys some of the cool stuff that has been going on. But from all of us here to all of you out there, love every one of you. Peace.